What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Oscar Rivas. Get this. Oscar Rivas says that he was the victim of fraud and expects to return to the ring February 25th. Heavyweight Oscar Rivas has been out of the ring for nearly a year, but not out of his own will, according to the boxer. Rivas, the Montreal-based Colombian who holds the WBC Bridgerweight title, has not fought since October of last year, where he defeated Ryan Rosiski by unanimous decision. Things, however, went haywire from there. In an interview conducted by Le Journal de Montreal with Rivas, his promoter, Yvonne Michael, and his manager, Stephanie Lapine, it was revealed that Rivas believes that he was subject of promotional fraud. The issue apparently stems from an arrangement Rivas, 35 now, made with a certain Colombian promoter named Juan Carlos Moreno. Rivas, in accordance with Michael, entered into an agreement with Moreno to fight Lucas Rozanski of Poland in Rivas' homeland of Colombia. Rivas, who became champion of the so-called Bridgerweight division, a weight class at 200 through 224 that was created by the WBC to help smaller heavyweights have always dreamed of fighting in Colombia. It appeared he would finally get his chance. A fight date was scheduled for August 13th at Guerrero Stadium in Cali, Colombia, for the card that would also feature Colombia natives and former champions. But the event never took place due to what Michael at the time called logistical problems that arose with his Colombian partner that appeared to have been a charitable description. According to Michael Moreno, the Colombian promoter and Michael's partner continued to stall, make unnecessary demands, and break promises. In the end, Michael said that there was no other option but to part ways with Moreno. One problem, Michael said that Moreno had not paid the WBC, which sanctioned the fight, an obligation deposit. After several weeks, it was our understanding that a deposit had not been made to the WBC, Michael said. We were a month away from the fight. Moreno is a fraudster and a manipulator, Michael added. Michael said Moreno attempted to stage the fight with the investment from a mysterious but ultimately above-board multi-millionaire businessman for November, but those efforts ended nowhere. In the end, Rivas and company said that they wanted nothing more to do with Moreno. Wow. Moreno, who traveled to Colombia with Rivas for an initial press conference, said that he has not been reimbursed by Moreno for expenses, that the number of the tens of thousands of dollars Michael and Rivas had even met with local media and politicians during the initial buildup, but Rivas said even then he had a bad feeling about the proceedings. He said, I felt something was wrong when we went over there. Rivas said it was strange at the hotel, it was cheap, and we didn't have any transportation, which we needed. Rivas will fight soon, however, and he will be fighting in February on the 25th in Poland. His hopes of fighting in Colombia, however, will have to wait. Rivas is 28-1-19, represented Colombia in the 2008 Beijing Olympics. Let me counterpunch. You have to know who you're dealing with. I mean, these things happen all the time. You have janky promoters, janky businessmen, fraudsters. You know, you have a such thing as a businessman and then a fraudster, okay? And I think at the end of the day, being Oscar Rivas, they didn't pay and didn't do what they said they were going to do, and it's unfortunate for the fighter. That's how, and that's why you have to be careful on who you deal with. You know, it just, you know, business. You know, boxing is a dirty business all by itself, because in reality, there shouldn't have to be anybody that supports the, you know, that should pay the WBC, but that's how it's set up, okay? That's how it's designed, for you to pay certain sanctioning bodies for to sanction certain fights. I think the Bridgerweight division is shit anyway, to be honest with you, because at the end of the day, I feel that we have too many divisions as it is. So why would we have to have another division? I think smaller heavyweights just have to know what they're up against bigger heavyweights and use their advantages like big heavyweights use theirs. So Bridgerweight by itself is a fraud. But this was janky. When I first seen the title, I thought someone stole his identity, but that wasn't the case. I think the case would be they need to know who they're dealing with, really. I think at the end of the day, receipts are definitely needed. That's why reputation is very important. You know, you have a guy that's claiming to be this thing, or he's claiming to know this or to know that. You always have to have a back history of who you're dealing with, you know. And Oscar Rivas, he's 35. He's not a kid anymore. He beat Andy Ruiz in the Olympics. You know, he knocked out Brian Jennings. And, you know, he dropped Dillian White in their fight, which, you know, we all know what that's about. So I do look forward to seeing Oscar Rivas return to the ring February 25th. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!